Action.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Filmmakers Focus. I'm Dot Kennedy. This week we're going to talk about goals versus resolutions because we are now in 2017. Can you believe it? I know I get tired of hearing that too. Can you believe it? We're in 2017. Ho ho. So, we are in 2017. I know a lot of you are excited that 2016 is over. I, for one, thought 2016 was great. I had a great year. But, that's all, I know we all have different takes on that. But we're going to talk about goals versus resolutions because there is some differences in that. We'll talk about that in just a sec here. I'll give you a quick update about myself here. Haven't had an episode in a little bit, and I apologize once again. But this Christmas was interesting. I was going to Eastern Washington. I live in Western Washington. I was going to Eastern Washington for Christmas with my family. The week before that, or a few days prior to leaving, I had to have a tooth pulled. And if you've ever had that happen, it's not the funnest thing, not the worst, but not the funnest. And my goal was to just have it pulled in time that I could enjoy the holiday. So I had it pulled on a Monday. We left on Thursday. And on Friday in Eastern Washington, I wake up and I'm in severe pain. And it turned out that going over the mountain pass caused it's a blood clot that forms in your mouth to heal the spot where the tooth was. It burst because of the pressure going over the pass, which I had never considered could happen. It was crazy, and it created what's called dry socket, and it's super painful. And so it took twice as long to heal. Not very fun to talk while I had that going on. And so, I was kind of out of commission a little bit there. Still enjoyed my time with my family, had a great time, and hope you all had an awesome holiday season. I know it can be up and down for different folks, but I really pray that that's what was it was just a wonderful time for you. So anyway, let's jump into goals versus I keep messing it. It's hard to say resolution. Why is that? Goals versus resolution. So, anytime a new year starts, we hear all this stuff about a New Year's resolution. And that's great. What I see and what I've seen in myself is that resolutions don't last. A resolution is over pretty quick. And what happens is, my New Year's resolution is to join a gym. That's a popular one. Or lose weight. So you go and do that, and the first time that you don't do that thing, let's say it is join the gym, and you're committed to going 3 times a week. Let's be generous. 3 times a week. Well, the first time that you go 2 times a week, you're done, and you just give up. I see that a lot, and I've seen that in myself. I've seen that in other people, where it's so easy to just say, you know what, that was just a resolution. It's not going to be this year. It's just not going to work out. I tried. That was fun. That was kind of goofy. Haha. And you leave it there. Setting goals is totally different. So I have a set of goals that I have for me personally. Now, these aren't things to do specifically, like join a gym or something like that. These are things that are going to impact my career. They're going to impact my stand-up comedy career. They're going to impact my acting career. They're going to impact my filmmaking career. And those are important to me. So I set those goals specifically to impact those things. Now, when 2018 rolls around and I look back, I won't be upset if every goal was not obtained. Because the truth is, without those goals, I won't be getting towards that destination in the first place. Because it's like going to a destination without a map. You can get there, you can do it without the map, but it's a lot easier and it's a lot more obtainable knowing where you're going versus doing it blindly and trying to find it just along the way. I just highly, highly recommend. I've never been great at this either. I want you to know that. Really, last year was kind of the first time that I kind of set some goals. And it wasn't even like I really, really made them happen. But it was my first time where I was like, you know what I'm doing of not setting goals isn't working. So I decided that I was going to just hunker down and do it. I had this mindset before that goals are stupid, and that I didn't need them. Well, what I was doing wasn't working either. And now I'm seeing the value in it. So I'm excited for 2017 because I know that my goals are obtainable. And if you just do this, and I know a lot of you already do, but I'm mainly talking to the people that don't. If you'll just make the choice to do it, you don't have to do it starting January 1st. Do it starting February 1st or whenever, and just do a year from that point. But just set some goals and do things daily that'll help you obtain that. One of my goals, I'll share a couple of goals that I have. I'll show you one from stand-up comedy is to do an open mic 3 to 4 times per week. Now that's kind of a lot when you don't live near a lot of open mics. So that means that I'm going to have to get out and actually make that effort to be on stage. But I need that time. I need that time on stage to develop my act. And that's totally obtainable, That's totally obtainable. It's really just up to me. Another goal of mine, and this is something that's kind of interesting, because we've talked in the past about working non-union as an actor, working non-union versus joining the actors union. Well, I haven't been getting as much non-union work. And that was kind of the idea, was that I would get more non-union work and develop my craft as an actor. I haven't been getting as much work. So I figure, well, you know what? Let's just give it a shot and see if we can get some work that'll make us union eligible. When I say us, I mean me and I guess my future family. But, that's one of my goals, is to become a union member this year for the Actors Union. So we'll see what happens. All of those goals, or those two specifically, that we just talked about, I'm not going to be bent out of shape if they don't happen by the end of the year. I'll tell you, and this is with the faith background, I feel like the Actors Union specifically is a God goal. And that means it's just something that I can't do without God. I can't make those gigs come around. I can't make all I can do is show up for auditions. And that's even if there's auditions around here. So I'm really not putting too much angst on that one, I guess, of myself. The other one of doing 3 to 4 sets per week, that's on me. And I got to make that happen. So, make your goals big, set some smaller ones. If you need to, set goals for those goals so that you're doing daily work to get to them. But you know what? Just kick back and enjoy it, and what I mean by kick back, is don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just enjoy 2017. I've seen a lot of folks online that, Facebook is kind of a venting place, and I see a lot of folks venting about how 2016 was. Well, if nothing changes in your life, nothing's going to change in 2017. If you don't change something, nothing's going to change. And it doesn't matter who's president. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. Your world is dictated by you. So what are you going to do to make 2017 the best year you've had so far? And that's my prayer for all of you, is that 2017 will just be super, super special, and that this will be the best year you've had yet. All right. Well, I would love to hear your take on goals, and especially goals, and if New Year's resolutions have worked for you. I love hearing this stuff. So email me, .kennedy37@gmail.com, or hit us up on Facebook at Filmmakers Focus, on Twitter and Instagram, Filmmakers Focus. Look forward to hearing from you all. One more quick piece here. I've added a extra layer to the website, which is an opportunity for you to be a guest on the podcast. So if you have something that you feel like you have to offer our audience here, feel free to submit through the link, and I'll provide it in the show notes. But feel free to submit what you have to share. And you know what? If you have a project you want to plug, that's great. I have absolutely no problem with that. I just want to make sure that all of our guests have something to offer the listeners, you, the listeners. So I would love to hear from you there as well. And I look forward to sharing 2017 with you, hearing about all the awesome stuff that's going on in your life. Go and grow.